So this is the second generation range, the new hub and all the new devices. So can you maybe tell us kind of what you've changed here?
So the new hub, like I said, it's still meant to be. These things are meant to blend in invisibly into your home. So you plug this in somewhere and leave it. The new hub is very simple, that all the power is inside of it. So it's got, like I said, a more powerful processor, backup batteries. It supports some additional standards.
Okay.
But it's our new sort of flagship in terms of the enablement of a home. But it's not something you look at a lot, right? But very simple. Then we create, again, there's more than 200 connected devices that work with SmartThings. We've created a handful just to make some scenarios easy out of the box. And so this is an example. This is our next generation multi-sensor. So this is most often used in a door. You mount it on a door and it knows if it's open or shut.
Right.
But it's also got an accelerometer as an example. So you can know if something's tampered with, or put it on a garage door and it knows from the angle if the garage door is open or shut. It's got temperature, humidity, and a bunch of other cool scenarios in it. This is our new motion sensor as an example, which just does a good job of telling if there's a living thing that's moving through a space, which is really useful for energy management if you're at home, lighting controls, things like that, and of course security if you're not at home. And I could go through the others too. This is the new presence tag. You can put it on somebody that doesn't have a smartphone, so my daughter's backpack has got one of those in it. This is the new moisture sensor. So back to the founding story for the company, when I had a flood in my house, just put one of those on your basement floor. It makes it pretty simple. And then controllable outlets. But these are just samples, and again, we've made an effort to streamline them and make them more invisible, I guess would be the effort. We're not trying to make an overt design statement with these things like you would with the TV or something. So like the multi-sensor is an example. It's 1/3 the previous size with a better range and equal battery life. So we're innovating on the edges in ways that I think matter as it comes down to it.
Okay. So in terms of the cost, how much is the new hub now?
The new hub is the same cost as the old hub, even though it's much more scaled up in terms of its power. So it's $99 in the US. I think it'll be £99 in the UK. I don't know why we do this pricing parity necessarily, but we'll try to make it as accessible as possible. And then we'll have new starter kits that come out to solve things like this home monitoring problem. And those will generally be things like $249. And that'll have a hub and then all of the connected things that you need to get up and running and solve a specific problem.
So the second generation SmartThings hubs shipped in the US yesterday and begin shipping in the UK next week.